Hey guys, David here at the CrystaLac Company with another edition of Finish Line, and we certainly appreciate you watching. Today we want to talk about dry time versus cure time. There's a lot of misconceptions about what is dry time in comparison to cure time. Some folks feel like that once it's dry, whether you're painting, staining, top coating, grain filling, whatever you're doing, once it's dry, you're ready for full use. And that's just not the case in most situations. So what is dry time? Dry time is that period of time between coats or after your last coat that it's dry to the touch. In most situations, once dry to the touch, you're able to recoat, maybe scuff sand depending on the product or what you're doing if you need to do that. But it's important when using different products is to check with the manufacturer and see what they suggest as far as dry time before you're able to do that recoat or that scuff sand or whatever. Read your manufacturer's recommendations. I know here at the CrystaLac Company with products like our Extreme Protection Polyurethane, we recommend a minimum of 2 hours dry time. And that's before you can recoat or scuff sand if, for example, you have grain raise after that first coat or something like that. But give it 2 hours minimum. Now, with weather involved, with the humidity, a lot of rain, a lot of heat, with the humidity, you may want to slow that down a little bit as well with the heat. You may want to slow that down a little bit to where the product, such as this, with the being a water-based product, you may want to slow it down just a little bit and to give that water and what few solvents there are in our products time to evaporate. Humidity can really slow things down. I was working on this little bamboo cutting board the other day, and I put a coat of Extreme Protection on, and it usually goes on really nice and clear with the thin coats, but once it was on, it was kind of milky and didn't look really nice, and it took it about 2.5 hours to completely clear up and get dry to the touch, and that was because of the humidity here in the studio. One thing that can help with dry times and help with dealing with that humidity is find a good retarder. Here at the CrystaLac Company, we make a retarder that can go into your finishing products that slow it down just a little bit and allow it to work and self-level and not ghost up and get that cloudiness in it. So that's a couple real quick tips on what is a dry time. Now that's a dry time and it's not ready for full use yet. You can't throw your car keys on it. You can't set your coffee cup on it yet, or at this time of year, your sweet iced tea. So when can you do that? Well, cure time is a totally different thing. Cure time is the amount of time that it takes for a particular product to reach its full potential, its full hardness, its full water resistant, all those things that these products are designed for. Again, with the Extreme Protection, you have a 30. This is several months old, a little sample board that we did here, but once it's reached its full curability, you shouldn't get any water spots or rings or anything like that with a clear top coat. With your painting and things like that, if you've done proper prep, you shouldn't be able to scratch it. It shouldn't feel gooey or tacky or anything like that once it's fully cured. That's kind of the difference in the two. So take time to understand your manufacturer's recommendations. Normally you can see dry time, cure time on the labels of the products, whether it's paints or stains or whatever it may be. Usually you can see the manufacturer's recommendations there. If not, go to the manufacturer's website. Ask questions on Facebook or Google it, or whatever your medium is to get information. Always feel free to give us a call here at the CrystaLac Company, or go to crystalac.info, and we'll help you with whatever project you're working on. And we don't mind lending assistance to folks using other products other than ours. So thanks again. Want to give a big shout out to Chad Stanton at Wood Chopping Time for sharing our videos on his channel. Thanks so much. And again, if you have any questions, don't feel any hesitation in reaching out to us. Hope to hear from you soon. Thanks a lot from the CrystaLac Company and Finish Line. Take care.